Good morning, first graders. This is Miss Carter, and today we are going to be learning how to relate partners and totals and find an unknown partner. So that's what we're going to be able to do, and I'm going to explain that to you in a lot of different ways. I'm going to start by coming down here and showing you some blocks. And I don't know if you remember, but earlier on you learned about math mountains. And we know that a mountain looks like this, and it has a peak, the top, and then this is the base or the bottom of the mountain. So we're going to look at, I'm going to start off with just like 5. There are 5 red blocks right here, and they're sitting on top of the mountain. And then the mountain starts to shake, and it breaks. And now our total, we have some that fall here and some that fall over here. So how many are on this side? 1, 2, 2 here, and 1, 2, 3 here. Now these are our partners, and this is our total. The total is 5. So when we're looking at partners, I want you to think about breaking numbers apart, because we know in math we can put numbers together and we can take numbers apart. We can compose or we can decompose. So if we have 2, we have 3 over here, and put the partners back together and we have the total. So I'll go back to my slide now and show that to you on this. So we're going to be learning about the unknown numbers and addition and subtraction, and we'll start using the math mountains to help show our partners. And this is where we have, remember when I showed you with the blocks, we have the total on top and the partners on the bottom. And you can get out a piece of paper and draw you a math mountain and put your total and your partners and just practice identifying the total. And we know the total, say total. Now say top, total, and top both begin with the t sound. So write T, let me get my pen. T for total, and we'll underline the partners. This is a partner, and this is a partner. And the total number of stones is 5, and the partners are 2 and 3. Now, just look at this picture for a minute. We know the partners, 8 and 2. So now we are missing a number. We're missing the total. So what we need to do is add 8 and 2 to get the unknown total. And I will work that out and show you down here on the camera how that's going to look. So we have 8 and we have 2. And when we put the partners 8 and 2 together, we go back to saying the big number 8 and counting up 8, 9, 10. So 8 and 2 are partners of the total 10. And we drew it. And how do we, that's a good way to get you starting to talk about math. How do we know that 10 is the total? Well, we know because we took the partner 8 and we put it with the partner 2. And if you put 8 and 2 together, it makes 10. Now, this is a different one, and I love this because this is like a mystery number. The total is 7. So in your mind, I want you to picture on top of a mountain, you have 7 marbles or blocks. And now 4 stones roll down one side of the mountain. How can we find out the number that rolls to the other side? I'm going to show you. I get a new math mountain. And we're starting with 7. And on one side, we know there's 4. So this is what you're going to have at home to do when you do it. And so what I want you to do is just think, what can you put with a 4 to make a 7? So so we have 5, 6, 7, and now I'm going to break 4. And you can see that if we have 4 here, we have to have 3 over here. But if you don't have manipulatives or blocks at home, you can do it like this. Say 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. You can draw the circles to help you represent the missing partner. So that's 1, 2, 3. 3 is the unknown partner. And you can check your work by adding 4 plus 3, and it will give you 7. And that's how we know that our answer is correct. Now, many times I've told you that there's lots of ways to solve math problems. You can do mental math, where you know the answer in your head. You can keep track with circles, and you can count on. All of these are strategies, math strategies. And I did that for you when I showed you the 7 blocks, and then we had 4 here, and I drew the circles. So I said 4, 5, 6, 7. And this is showing you that way again. I love doing math mountains. They're so fun. They're kind of like puzzle pieces. How can you find the unknown partner when it is on the other side? See, now we have a total of 9, and they give us 5. We know 5 is a partner, and we don't know what this. Well, it doesn't matter if the 5 is over here and the missing number is here. Either way, it's going to give us the same total. So let me go ahead and get my paper ready. And if you have some paper at home, you can draw a math mountain too. So our total is 9. And one of our partners is 5. And we need to find out what we can put with 5 to get a 9. So are you ready? I always like to draw my circles, and I put them on this, but you don't have to. You can also put them under here. But we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So how many circles did I draw? 1, 2, 3, 4. So the missing partner is 4, and 4 plus 5 make the total 9. All right, boys and girls, I really enjoyed finding the missing number. And when you click on the next slide, you're going to have the opportunity to do this very workbook page that we're looking at. So if you look at number 1, you have the total of 6. Now, what can you put with 4 to make a 6? Don't forget to think of all the different ways you can solve this problem. You can say the big number, count up to 6. You can say 4 and then draw the circles to get to 6. Either way you do it, is fine, as long as you can self-check and check your work by adding these two numbers. So whatever number you put in this box, when you put 4 and that number together, it has to give you a total of 6. It can't be 5 and it can't be 7. It has to be 6. So take a few minutes and work through these math mountains. And in each one, it has an unknown partner that's missing. Gives you the total. So we'll get back together in a few minutes and see how you did on this. And if you have any questions, you can put them in the chat box or email me. See you in just a few seconds. Get back here. Was that better?